Okay, Hyacine's trailer's out, always here to help. I didn't know if I was going to react to this because I got home super late, but a few people have already pinged me about this video, so I'm now recording it. Oopsie, sorry that it's late. So I think Hyacine's very cute, and I want to know more about her little unicorn thing. I'm hoping to get her, just because I need another healer on my account, so we'll see. I think she's very cute, though. I think at the moment, she doesn't have that much. I don't want to say she's bland, but she's kind of, we don't know that much about her, you know? And I'm kind of just like, all right, I want to see what's going on with you. Like, what's your backstory? What's going on, you know? It is so bright. She's very like vaporwave, not vaporwave, but like kind of cute core. Like internet cute core. Does that make any sense? She is an idol, if anything. God, her color palette's so cute too.
Sounds like someone needs me. No need to panic. Hyacine,
my question is like, are you streaming? Like, are you a streamer? Like, so what's going on here?
Scars are the badges of a warrior, but they should never be wounds of the heart.
Oh, hi, Cypher. Oh my gosh, she is a streamer. It's okay, it happens. Oh.
Forgotten Hall, stage 12.
5 seconds. Almost there.
Hyperdrive. Oh, she's so cute. I'm glad they're leaning into the very like cutesy pop kind of animation.
We just smite.
She's a magical girl. Oh my god.
Little Ika, clear away the darkness for us.
Also, was that healing in process? That's so cute. Wait, I need to rewind for a bit. That's supposed to be Kalis, right? Like the trash can and everything. But that's not Caleb Yen. Yeah, it's the galactic baseballer. That's not Caleb Yen. That would explain why you guys wanted me to watch this, huh? Okay. So there is another scabber, huh? Okay. God, this is so disappointing. Like, I really thought I was just gonna be reacting to some Hyacine shit, and now, alright. I'm gonna be talking about some SAG stuff, and if you don't like it, just leave the video now. Like, I don't need whatever fucking shit you're gonna say in the comments, please. Like, I said this last time, but people are really bad at listening to instructions. Y'all kept watching after I started talking about SAG stuff. It was only one sentence last time, but I'm gonna say probably a few more words than that. Genuinely, this fucking sucks. Like, I don't know how else to phrase it. This fucking sucks. If they're actually replacing the Trailblazers, man, like, Rachel Chow and, like, Caleb Yen are, like, so iconic for those roles. And the willingness for Hoyo to just straight up replace them, even after, like, how much they have driven fandom content back when HSR first launched, and how much they've, like, driven the amount of community and like artworks around Honkai Star Rail, and then now they're just gonna be replaced with fucking companies have to do what companies have to do, right? I guess. Anyway, I'm saying that with sarcasm. If anyone didn't get that, that was fucking sarcasm. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just personally really disappointed about how the Hoyoverse community has been treating like voice actors and artists and in general, especially since Hoyo, as a fandom, at least, and as a company, how much they've highlighted different artists and voice actors and like talents and stuff like that, only for them like during like a serious strike and like something that is about trying to get better protections for voice actors in general, how quickly they have just switched their stance. Like, you know, when it comes down to it, it kind of feels like most people really only want the benefits of consuming content personally, in my opinion, art shouldn't be considered content, but that's an argument for a very wider space on the internet, and it's not specifically Hoyo related, but that's what I personally feel. People want to consume content without helping those that are creating it. And like, as soon as something interrupts the convenience that you had, suddenly everyone's up in fucking arms, you know? I mean, the reality is, for a lot of people, it's just that you'd prefer your own comforts at the cost of people's livelihoods. Like, full stop. I don't know how else to say it, you know? Like, do I think SAG is a perfect union? Of course not. No union is perfect. Like, nothing is perfect in this world, like, truly. And I have issues with SAG, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't like the fact that SAG didn't include residuals last voice actor strike back in like 2016, if anyone actually was keeping track of it back then. And it's the reason why a lot of voice actors now only get paid like maybe like a few hundred. And then once the game makes like, I don't know, millions of fucking dollars, they don't even see a single cent of that. It's very similar to, I guess, the dubbing industry as well. And also streaming, because that's now also a thing, because man, companies really want money and really don't like paying their artists, apparently. I also don't agree with a lot of the ways that contracts with video games are handled and stuff with dubbing, because the original union wasn't really made for voice acting specifically. It was made for on-stage talent, because it stemmed out of Hollywood. That's what the union was and is. But it just encompasses more areas now, and I wish they would cover a lot more voice acting stuff. But even with all my gripes with SAG, SAG still sets the standard for the voice acting industry. Not only just for people who are in the union, but for non-union people and also for international projects. Like, the whole reason SAG exists is because there aren't protections in the US government specifically to cover industries like voice acting. And it's changing faster than the government can even keep up with. Like, the US is definitely not equipped to handle AI at all right now, considering it's being used in courts. And that ruling is still out of the question at the moment, because there's no precedent for it, and there hasn't been a precedent established for it. So that's still something that they need to deal with. And considering this current administration, I don't even think this is even being looked at right now. So also, before anyone comes into the comments being like, oh, SAG's trying to monopolize the whole industry. Voice actors are so unprofessional. Look at them on Twitter. You don't know what the real drama is behind the strike. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Genuinely, shut up. Is it fun for you to keep repeating the same 5 Reddit threads over and over again? By the way, Reddit isn't a source, and the amount of times I've seen photoshopped images taken at face value within this community is fucking baffling to me. So, do better research, please, but that's a lot to ask for in the internet, apparently. Also, before anyone says I don't know what the strike's about, like in some other video I've done, I've been covering the strikes since the writer's strike in 2013, and I have been talking about it. I've been talking with other voice actors. I've been talking with other people in the industry about this, and I previously also have worked in an industry that deals with unions like SAG-AFTRA. So, anyway, the truth of it is, a narrative's taken hold within the Hoyo fandom spaces, and now people are just kind of parroting information back and forth. Different voice actors have tried to explain what's been happening time and time again, and this community has twisted any and all of the information provided in order to slot it neatly into their own narratives they've created. Do I agree with what every voice actor has said? Of course not. The voice acting industry is a freelance industry. Literally anyone can go into it with enough training. And the people within the industry are not a monolith, and more than likely, there are going to be people that I or anyone else are going to disagree with. Either way, it's just really disappointing to see even more voice actors being replaced. At the end of the day, it is Hoyo who's making these decisions, just so we're clear. It's just sad that a company who prides themselves so much on highlighting artists and putting artists first are also just as willing to replace them. Also, it's a little weird how some of y'all are defending their decisions, like, with your whole chest. Like, last I checked, y'all weren't on Hoyo's payroll, but I mean, there is an argument also to be said about, there is an idea that if you do not take the job, you just don't want to work, or you're lazy, or if you don't take the job right now, you're not going to get it forever and it's going to go to someone else. I just think that's a very capitalistic mindset that doesn't necessarily transfer over to the arts as well, There's so much community and networking when it comes to communities within the arts that you can't really do a one-to-one comparison. These voice actors want to get back to work. It's not like they're stopping work because, oh, they don't want to voice their characters. Look at any fucking voice actor and say with your full chest that they would not like to do the thing that they love doing. You know, that's just a really stupid argument. Also, before someone comes in here and is like, oh, just switch to a different language. Like, yes, you can switch to a different language. It doesn't erase the fact that this entire thing is a thing. And if you just want to switch the language for your own convenience, just switch the language to your own convenience. You don't have to be an elitist about it. That's all I have to say. I mean, that's the elitism of subs over dubs is a whole other thing. Like, that's also been a hot topic within fandom spaces, not just Hoyoverse. But that's a different argument that I don't want to deal with right now, in all honesty. Anyway, I think HSR is the last game out of the Hoyo Trinity where specific voice actors haven't come out saying that they are withholding work because of the strike. Like, there's been previous replacements in HSR, like I'm thinking Argenti, Woho, Fugue as well. I don't know if there was anyone else before that, but those are the ones that I remember off the top of my head. But those ones were not attributed because of the strike. They could have said something else, even though the real reason was the strike, but we will never know. The first one who actually spoke up about it was Emery Chase, who was Soldier 11 when they got replaced in Zenless Zone Zero. So now that there's a precedent for people coming out and saying like, hey, I'm withholding work from Hoyo, I'm kind of curious to see if the Trailblazers are being replaced, if Caleb Yen or Rachel Chow will say anything about whether or not the strike was a decision behind that, which I think Rachel Chow has spoken about it on her Instagram before, but I could be wrong. I don't know about Caleb Yen, but I guess we'll see if they'll end up saying a statement on it. But anyway, remember, the strike is still ongoing. It's still happening. Support artists wherever you can. And yeah, I'm once again disappointed by Hoyo. But what do you guys think? Are you guys going to pull for Hyacine? Because this was apparently a Hyacine trailer and it wasn't about anything else. Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!